All right, guys, welcome to the Media Hijack Podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters, and joining me is Chris Unholy Jesus. Hold on, I gotta do one thing real quick.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Gotta do one thing. I'll let you do the intro.
All right,
Here's
guys.
Intro shirts reddit.
Cool.
You
Gotcha.
got this. I'm just doing something real quick.
All right, folks. Welcome back to another awesome week of Media Hijack. This is episode 91. All right, so before we get started, we're going to talk about our little merch, Media Hijack shirts right here. I got one on right now, trying to flex in it. Billy's doing some technical shit on the side, but he's got his on today. Also, we got a Reddit page. Hit us up on Reddit. We'll be sharing memes. We're getting a little bit more active on it. I'm noticing it. It's like a little bit, I like some shit I'll be seeing on it now. Also, follow us on YouTube. We get no love on that shit, so please check us out. And
We get love on there.
Yeah, we do. I'm noticing more and more viewership a little bit. I'm like, okay.
It was me 10 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he really count? Like,
How about that? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I've always wondered. I've been on YouTube for over a decade. I've always wondered, do they count every single person one time or every time they go?
Because I was there more than 10 times. How about that?
There you
I was just checking quality and sound check and stuff because...
We green? We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Cool.
Also, guys, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. If you're on iTunes, give us that 5-star frog splash. And if you're at Spotify, you can also give us a rating for all you Spotify lovers.
Oh, yeah.
I canceled my Spotify.
You did?
Yeah, because, I mean...
The movement? Is this a movement going on, or what's...
No, it's expensive.
Oh, shit. How much I've never played with...
It's like $10 a month.
Man, you put that to...
I was like, I'll get the commercials back. Because the reason why I got it in first place was just to do those psychedelic trips without commercials. Because that's scary.
That will tear your reality apart.
Yeah, I remember a commercial. I was so peaceful, relaxed. And then I heard a Mountain Dew commercial.
Oh.
It felt like I was being stabbed. Because the sound was so aggressive. It went from so peaceful to like I'm hanging on a cliff. And the cliff is all sharp. And I was like, this commercial hurts.
It's too extreme.
Yeah, it's like almost, it was disgusting. Like it felt like I was on needles.
Why is this
like that's how nasty the sound was.
Why is this Mountain Dew can trying to stab me?
Yeah, it was like so aggressive. And then it ruined everything. All right, guys. So the main topic for today, the title topic would be the Pizzagate 2.0.
Yes.
We have an expert here today. His name is Chris Unholy.
Yes.
And he is an expert on this topic.
Dr. Chris Unholy.
Pizzagate. Me. I wouldn't dare look up stuff about this because I'm not trying to let the algorithms know I'm investigating some Pizzagate stories.
This is actually like national news, so I was kind of like, okay, this is safe to go. I didn't go down any rabbit holes for this, but I went for this story because I can see how this could turn into a Pizzagate 2.0 based off of what happened. I don't think it's going to be, I don't know.
I think even saying the words Pizzagate already put the algorithms like, Red alert. Red alert. We have a new person, that's venturing out in this genre of kids.
I just want to get people to come watch us and listen.
Epstein.
All right. Well, so I'm good to go. We can get started.
Excuse me. Let me tell a story real quick.
Oh yeah, do you think, man?
So last night, right? Talk about dreams real quick. Last night, I had a crazy-ass dream that I was back in school, but I was at an all-white school, right? And this shit was, like, in the mountains. I was like, how did I get here? And why am I back in high school?
Was this Colorado? What the fuck?
And I was like, this is, like, my worst nightmare. And I was in PE class, too. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it was, like, the first day of PE class, right?
Yeah.
So I showed up, and I was in the area where you dress out for PE.
The locker room?
The locker room. And, I saw all the kids, right? They had like their PE clothes, which was like the school design, like a red shirt. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't get the memo. Like I have to stay behind and talk to the coach or the teacher to get like my clothes, PE clothes. Because I asked the dude, I was like, hey, where'd you guys get this clothes? And like, oh yeah, over the summer break, we signed up for it and then we received it before school started.
Okay.
He was like, since you didn't get it, you just have to stay behind and with the coach while we go play basketball, whatever. So me and like 4 other kids plus like the coach, we had to stay behind and, sign the papers and shit. But what's weird about this was like the whole gym was on a mountain by itself in a trailer. Like
it so separate from the school?
Separate from the school. Like completely, like they went off the mountain. The mountain was high too.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is so weird. So then out of nowhere it started raining super hard. I was like, this shit normal? And then you could feel like the trailer swaying. So I was like,
oh, so it's like rocking back and forth.
It was rocking. I was like, what the fuck? It's weird. Next thing you know, it tilts. I was like, oh shit. And then that's when everybody panicked. And there was only 4 of us plus the teacher. So I was like, oh shit, like, is this gonna fall? Next thing you know, it slid and it started falling off the mountain. Like I felt like the gravity.
The gravity of everything just like...
Yeah. And then I saw the coach. He was hanging on the end. And I was thinking everybody should go at the end of the trailer. But it was almost too late. I went all the way to the end. And I kept falling. Like, I was like, we could survive this. Because I was like, and then I'm waiting for the impact. I was like, then I was like thinking, I was like, are we going to impact? And then that's when it kept going. I was like, yeah, we're dead.
It just felt forever.
That's like in my head. I was like,
oh, it's to take too long.
Because I was like, this is like over 10 seconds now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And you know, like, it's like those anime where like they're talking in the head for like a whole episode.
Yes.
It was like that. I was like, this is finally it. This is going to happen. I was like, I can't believe like I'm going to die like this.
This is going on for too long.
I was like, this is so long. It's still falling.
I'd have been thinking, why would he build a gym on top of this damn thing?
I was like, this is fucking horrible dream. And I end up waking up before the impact this morning. And I was like, whoa, like that shit felt real. It felt too real.
I had a nightmare the other night too. So we talking about nightmares. I had one the other night. I think it was oh my God. I had it like, it was Sunday night. So it was a Monday morning, like 3:00 in the morning. I had like this nightmare where I saw my sister and my mom were arguing, like in the house. They was arguing, and I tried to get in between them. I was like, "Hey, y'all need to chill out. Like, y'all need to stop this shit." And when I pushed my sister back, my sister pulled out a scalpel, started fucking stabbing me in my chest.
Holy shit!
She said, "Don't fucking touch me." I was like, "Oh my God, stop!" And I remember I fell to the ground.
Scalpel's like 2 inches, right?
Yeah, it was like a little sharp ass thing.
So it wasn't fatal.
No, I would like she hit me in my heart.
Damn.
And I remember I was on the ground like struggling to breathe. I was holy fuck, I can't believe she just killed me. And that's when I woke up. I was like, I've had a nightmare in years. But I was like, oh my.
Damn, that's scary when a family member kills you.
And it was like 3:00 in the morning. I was like, oh God. I still had like maybe 2.5 hours left to sleep, maybe 3 before I had to get up.
Did you tell your sister?
Man, no. I had to tell her, she better watch
this show. You just gave her that eye like, hey, don't look at me like that.
You sit right over there, man.
You sit all the way in the back.
She better watch this show if she want to know how I feel.
Well, hey, let me check your pockets. She's like, chill. What's wrong with you?
You ain't got no scalpels, do you?
What are you, security?
Actually.
Bob says, I had a trippy dream too. I was a cashier. The lady told me to write today's date on the receipt, which was February 25th, 2022. I wrote February 26th on there next to the date that was printed on the receipt, which was also printed February 25th. I'm so lost. What is this, time travel?
Is this a movie?
It's a time travel dream. Her dreams, like, you gotta write that shit down and then like
it's like a puzzle. Like
get like a board with the little red strings and shit. Try to attach like what happened on February 24th.
Yes. Like it's like everything's connected.
It's like, holy shit! So the aunt is fucking the nephew or some shit like that.
Is that from the TV show Dark?
Yeah. Like, holy shit, he's fucking his aunt.
They doing it for real.
He's sleeping with his... That shit was crazy. Shell Shock says, I was a Latina beauty pageant host in my dreams that last night. Nothing like sexual, just like Steve Harvey.
What?
Is that like a personal fantasy?
I hope you got the name right for the beauty pageant. Don't fuck it up like Steve Harvey.
Sound like a personal fantasy of a Shell Shock there.
Is this your dream? Is this what you want to be in life?
Oh, I thought it was real life.
Oh, no, this is a dream.
Oh. Yeah. Bob says, I knew the date, but I wasn't trying to write 25th when it's 26. Okay. Interesting. Kind of.
Is it kind of?
All right, after this, we're going to finish off the dream. Wait, is your story done? You got stabbed by your sister?
Yeah, this just been done. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just another tiny short story.
All right, we'll get started on the Pizzagate 2.0. Expert live here, Chris Unholy. Let's go.
Man, don't put this pressure on me. It's not. This is actually just normal news, but
expert.
I see it being swung in a way where it's gonna be Pizzagate 2.0. All right, so here's the thing. All right, so it's like this happens at like a middle school, right? JFK J.F. Kennedy Middle School, right, in Connecticut. And I came across this last week, and it was saying Connecticut students told to use pizza toppings as a metaphor for sex.
Whoa.
I know it sounds kind of maybe confusing to some people, but I'm going to kind of break this down, what the whole situation is. So basically, like, students got upset with, like, this, the school when there was, had some kind of program going on or some kind of a assignment they had to do. Oh. It was called, like, Pizza and Consent. That was, like, the name of, like, the homework assignment or the school assignment. Basically, think of it like this. This is an 8th grade class, right? And anybody who remembers 8th grade remembers, at least for me in my school, when you're in the classroom in 8th grade, or towards the end of the year, if I remember correctly, you had to go to like a health class, or at least maybe the second half of my 8th grade year. I think a lot of students were required to go to a health class to learn about human anatomy and stuff like that. You know, girls, menstrual cycles, boys. I remember we had to like watch a video in 8th grade one time of like wet dreams, but it was like a 1980s video where like you see like suburban white dad walks in the room, is like, "Hey Jimmy, time to wake up, get out of bed." And Jimmy's like, "Okay, Dad, I'm getting up."
And he had a Jimmy.
And he's like, his bed's all wet because he had a wet dream. He's like, "Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm not to tell my dad." And he's like, "I'm gonna clean it up." So he's like, clean his bed every day. And I think eventually his dad finds out, and he's like, "It's not to be ashamed of."
And he cleaned it up with his.
I don't know. I guess he just washed the sheets.
Oh, he washed it. Oh, okay.
I guess he washed the sheets. Jimmy,
rated G.
So but he kept having like wet dreams all the time, and I think his father found out, and they talked about it. And I was like, okay, I guess that's a thing. I guess I don't know, but it was just like 8th grade was just kind of like that, just learning about human anatomy and stuff before going to high school. And you know, that's when more and more kids like, yeah, I'm gonna smash now, like see them big old boobies, like shit like that. But this 8th grade class got a different assignment with this. That's
like after the summer came, right, and the girl with the flat chest.
Boy, 9th grade,
she's like a C cup.
Be like, oh snap, girl! Like, I never thought you was hot in 8th grade, but now we in high school.
Damn, Bailey. I always thought like the name Bailey was always like a hot girl Bailey? With like dark hair.
Damn, girl.
But yeah, pizza with consent.
That's right. But yeah, so pizza and consent. So 8th grade class at this school, at this J.F. Kennedy school, middle school, their assignment was pizza and consent. And what it was is like, you have to think about like this. Okay, the pizza of itself, like the dough, is sexual consent, right? Mm-hmm. That's the whole sexual consent as a whole, just the dough, just thinking like that. Then the cheese on it is like, they like heard certain things on it, saying like, on this assignment, like, okay, this is all about consent and sex, and we're gonna talk about, okay, the dough is the sex, and cheese is like, I'm guessing, assuming it's like penetration, I guess. I don't know what it would be, but then after that, it's like, okay, now you're gonna be able to put your own toppings on this pizza. So say if you like pepperoni will be the equivalent of kissing. So if you like pepperoni, you put it on the pizza. If you don't like pepperoni, then you don't put it on the pizza. If you like,
so they're just using a pizza as like metaphor of sex.
Like pizza is sex, and then all the other toppings on it is kind of like the sexual stuff involved. So, say like pepperoni was pizza, like pepperoni is kissing.
So what would pineapple be?
I don't know,
like cum or some shit.
Eating a butt out. I don't know, like eating somebody's butt out because it's like a little, looks like a little. If you cut a pineapple, you know.
No, cum would be like the
ranch.
I mean the pineapple would. I guess the pineapple would be the semen, the finisher.
I was thinking like stuffed crust, but that's not really a topping.
No, you know the thing about pineapple juice.
Oh yeah, it tastes yeah.
I read it in Victoria's Secret.
I heard about it a long time ago too.
Or magazine Maxim. I don't know, with one of those.
Some chick magazine.
Yeah. I'm gonna get all the secrets.
Yes. So this is what women really think. Stupid quizzes and shit.
Pineapple, please.
But so for another example would be olives would be the equivalent of oral sex. So if you like olives, you could, and then you have to like, it's all on a sheet of paper.
Oh, I was thinking anal. My bad.
No. So like, so basically, it's like how it looks is like there's a drawing of a pizza. It's just a dough, and then you can start adding your toppings on it. You can put what you want on this pizza and what you don't like. So if you like olives, which is the equivalent of oral sex on this pizza consent assignment, you put the olives on it. But it's like, what are you telling an eighth grader? Like, how would they even know about doing that? You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Extended Family Arcade, for following.
Appreciate it. But
go ahead.
But putting olives on it would be the equivalent, like, because like each topping is a representation of a sexual act.
Oh.
And so now it's like, okay, you like kissing, you like oral, do you like to receive it? So you put olives on there, or you don't because you don't like oral. But it's kind of like, why is this for 8th graders, and what is your intention of doing this? It's so,
I know that's something you teach like 5th graders.
That's even
like 8th grade. You kind of know the deal.
I don't think you should be. That should be something like, I get anatomy 1st grade, like how I came up with like going through health class. This right here is kind of like,
that's how you're teaching a real child.
Well, I think that a lot of parents was concerned about this is that, well, my kid doesn't know anything about any of this stuff, but now you're putting it in their head.
Bullshit.
This should be a topic for it. But I'm saying this was going to be swung in this direction. Though. That's what I'm saying. This is going to be...
All I got to say is, if your kid got access to an iPad...
Dunzo. They got it.
That's their sex education.
That is it. But you think you don't know your kids don't know?
You can be naive all you want, but I'm telling you, you got to think about yourself when you were a kid.
For real.
Like how curious you were. But then it was so difficult back then with us, because we didn't have stuff available like on tap. They got everything on tap.
Yeah, they don't need.
We had to, I don't know, do some fucking black magic ninja shit.
Some kid in the neighborhood who lied about smashing something.
Oh yeah,
it's always that one kid.
Or like some kid who got access to like magazines, or he got his dad's collection.
Something, yes.
Always the Mexican kid, Hey, Hector. Hector got all that shit, man. What do you guys like? Oh, I don't know, man.
Like, I got it all, man.
You sound like an expert, like Hector.
Opens up his trapper keeper,
Yeah.
Boom, porno just slid right in like the little slots.
So he had like a big book bag filled with VHS tapes. I was like, damn, are those books in there? Nope.
Shit's heavy.
It's my dad's collection. Carlos.
He's at work right now. You don't know.
Series 1.
And okay.
What would be like a topping for like backdoor sex?
Like butt sex? I don't know.
I would say Italian sausage because it's kind of it's strong. Like it has a lot of different flavors.
Now I'm letting you explain it. I'm trying to hear this.
Italian sausage is like just packed with
just flavors.
Flavor like hey, what is like a whole bunch of ingredients in one.
I would think that'd be more
Italian sausage.
I would think that'd be more oral sex.
No,
because no, because I'm thinking about a whole Italian sausage. My bad.
And it would be like like you're getting like a buffet of like different flavors. Since that's the back door. That's where the garbage go. So you would think like Italian sausage is packed with a whole bunch of different ingredients, right?
Yeah.
It'd be like pork. Sometimes there's pork and chicken, and then there's a whole bunch of different seasonings.
It is, yeah, because it isn't just
and then
straight up pork.
Think about it, like okay,
it's a blend of everything.
Like a little blender.
You put a lot of thought into that. I didn't even think that deep into it.
That's how we do it here on the media.
That's how we do it. That's how we get down over here.
That's how we get canceled in 10 years.
It says, all right, so like, I just lost my spot. Okay, it says, so like I was saying, like, pizza is like I was saying before, pizza is like the metaphor for sex, and then it says, including cheese for kissing. Also, that's what it was. Cheese is like kissing. If you like your pizza with cheese, then you like kissing. So it's like these kids are admitting to something that you've never experienced of sex.
Oh, they're doing this, and then they're telling the kids what they've been through.
Or they're saying like, well, like if we're teaching about sexual consent. What would you like during sex? But they've never had sex, so it's like, why? Like,
so they're asking the kids like, what would you get permission to?
Yeah, like yes, thank you. That's what they're trying to explain. Yes.
Oh, so they gave them all pizza, and then the teacher's just watching them like, all right, okay. Chris like glory holes?
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. I was like, oh shit, you like olives? Okay.
Oh, like, Chris like dick?
That's the point of this. Now you see what I'm saying now.
So what ingredient would be like a penis? Oh yeah, eggplant.
Eggplant, yeah. You can put that on a pizza?
You can in health class.
Yeah, I mean, I've ate shrimp on pizza.
Chris got the whole pizza with eggplants. Holy shit.
Oh, ground beef? Uh-oh. Doo-doo.
Teachers like trains coming after school.
I know everything they like too now.
Chris, detention.
Because at first I was like, what if this is a way to be like, I know what these kids like, so I don't have to beat around the bush with them because I know what they're comfortable with. I'm saying this shit can get out of control if you really think too deep into it.
Bailey has the supreme pizza.
Oh, all the
all the toppings.
Even peppers. Oh god. It says kissing. So it says like cheese is supposed to represent kissing, and olives is for giving oral sex. The 8th graders at John F. Kennedy Middle School, they basically called out the shit. And they also said, we can use pizza as a metaphor for sex. The assignment said, it says when you order, and this is what it said on the assignment too, because they had like 2 sheets they had to do and instructions and all this other stuff, right? It was saying that it says, and this is what it said on one of the sheets of paper on the assignment. It says, when you order pizza with your friends, everyone checks in about each other's preferences, right? I've never heard that in my life, but whatever. Some people might be vegan. Some people might be gluten free. Others might love pineapple, while others prefer pepperoni. Some might not like pizza at all. If you're a vegan, your friend is a meat lover, sharing a pizza is going to bring up a lot of issues. You don't know who can share pizza with unless you ask. And it says the same goes for sex. You have to check in with your partners and ask for their preferences. Your partners might be uncomfortable with one sexual activity, but not another. So start a conversation. It's the only way sex and pizza, in parentheses, can be comfortable and enjoyable for everyone. And they got more shit on their assignment too. I don't know if y'all want me to read it. It's just so weird to me.
I got the idea.
It says so examples, kissing equals cheese, olives equal oral, but yeah, they don't say nothing about no other toppings. This is like, that was some of the stuff they had.
We could just use our own imaginations
of how insane this gets.
So at the end of the day, what's your favorite pizza? And then the teacher is going to use that as code.
Like, what do you like that you don't know anything about sex?
Like, oh, the Hawaiian pizza? Okay.
You ever thought about trying pineapple?
I love pineapple.
Put it on a pizza. You might like it. Like, this shit can get crazy if...
I'll take a pineapple to the face.
So, the superintendent, this guy named Christopher Drezik, no relation to me at all with the first name. He's a superintendent of school. He came out...
Interesting.
Well, because parents came up to the school board meeting and was like, what the hell are you teaching my kids? Like, what are you doing out here? This is insane. Like,
first of all, why are the parents mad about that?
What do you mean?
Like using pizza as something to teach their kids, unless they know something about pizza.
I think for the most part, it's like I was saying before, in 8th grade, my stuff was more towards anatomy of a human, like just the body. Where this is kind of like going to other things.
Is like more personal.
Yeah, it's more personal to the kids, and I guess some kids complained about it, like, or felt uncomfortable about it and told their parents. And that's when the parents stepped in.
Sense how it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, most adults wouldn't even answer that damn question. Well, I ain't gonna say most. Some adults probably wouldn't even feel comfortable answering that question.
You would get crucified in an Asian country for talking like that.
Some wild shit.
That vulgar.
Man, you probably get dragged out the damn house in some other countries.
Why are there olives there? You like oral, Chris? You know? I was like, hey, you're in 8th grade. Why you need to know like if I like this or not?
Yeah, when I've never experienced.
I'm still trying to finish Naruto season 1200.
Like, what are you trying to put in my kid's head? So, and I do feel like, learning about the anatomy and stuff like that, 8th grade is important. Something like this should be. I don't even think. Maybe a conversation like this should be had with friends. I don't know. I don't know what people.
This is something you talk about outside of school, not in public.
Yes, this is. Yeah. Because imagine like your girl in the classroom you got a crush on. You're in 8th grade, like, oh man, she likes olives, but she's dating James over there. Like, oh damn it! Like,
she got Italian sausage all over her pizza. Holy shit, she's backdoor queen.
Like, I should have never dumped her. Damn it! Oh.
Well, I guess it's the teacher's fault, right? Was the teacher the one that came up with the idea?
Well, that's the thing I was trying to figure out, because I guess my thing is like,
or was it like a whole shit they do at that school the school that was the program, the pizza with consent? The
school board had to come out and say, this was an assignment that, because I think some of the assignments have to get passed through maybe a school board or some type of system to get approved. And it was like, yeah, we saw the assignment and we disapproved it, but somehow it got inadvertently released still.
Lies.
And that's what I said. I was like, anybody who's on this shit, most people are not going to get behind this.
Yeah.
Most people, and maybe it might have been an accident, but it's.
Yeah, Bob said they're perverts.
Yeah, it's very weird.
He's just like scouting them out like for the future.
Look, it's like I said.
It's like, damn, if Chris likes eggplants in 8th grade, when he graduates and turns 18,
I'm gonna be right there at graduation.
Choo choo.
I may take him out to dinner that night after graduate. Like, you know what I'm saying? This could be.
They'll ask you like, hey, you still like that one pizza?
I still got your assignment right here.
Like that one pizza. He shows you a poster board. This pizza you made in 8th grade, are there any adjustments?
He's like, not to get personal, but do you think this pizza looks delicious? Do you still like
Then you eat it up. Give me that pizza.
Get over here.
Get over here, teacher. Eric. That's so nasty, Chris.
Okay, so there's another thing. There's another thing I see where this is going to go into like Pizzagate 2.0 type area. The school board wound up coming out and saying actually Christopher Drezik, the superintendent, came out saying
Christopher Drezik.
Drezik, yes, he sounds like a super villain.
Black?
No, he's white dude.
Drezik. The last name is Drezik.
Drezek.
That's something you make up.
That sounds like a super villain.
To start a new lineage and shit.
It sounds like a ruler. Game of Thrones head ass. It says so he came out in public saying this, there's no hidden agenda. I was like, you fucked up. As soon as he said that, I was like, why'd you say that? Because now I'm thinking it is.
That's how he starts off the conversation.
He said, while the assignment was inappropriate, there was no hidden agenda. There was no secret cabal to indoctrinate kids on something. They sent the wrong document. I'm like, you shouldn't have said that, because now I'm thinking. He's like, sorry. So anyways, he says, so that's what happened, and none of us are happy that it happened.
But we still know the kid's favorite pizza. You cannot take that back. Unless the kids are lying.
I'm glad some kids smartened up and were like, man, this don't feel right. Mom, Dad.
Yeah, you would think kids now, they would catch the drift. Like
they smarter now. Yeah, they smarter now, man. They gotta,
like they know because they're on the internet just like adults. So adults can't pull off a quick one no more.
Yeah.
Like back then, like when we were kids, adults did like crazy shit where we were like, huh? I don't get it because you're a kid. Like you don't know what the fuck like they saw.
Yeah.
But now it's a different ball game.
Man, it's
now they know what flirting is. Now they know that when you graze their penis, that is a no-no. But we as kids were like, hey, what's going on, uncle? You know? Like, hey, hold on. Like,
hey.
This is a family trip.
What you trying to do, man?
Get off my dick.
Oh,
now, yeah, that's...
It's Christopher.
Yeah, dark, but...
You got shit. It got so dark. I had to go back to my story.
Hey, hold on.
Wait. This is okay. So basically, Christopher Drezik said, "I caught the error after a circular revision in June." So they said they caught it in June last year. It was but failed to post it in the intended version. So he caught the fuck up of the assignment, and he was gonna go in and revise it. But they this her name was it was one of somebody from the damn school.
I say trash that whole project and take it back, like. Pretend like you're trying to teach kids about sex education.
And on the flip side too, not to like to get people just like we could easily swing this into a Pizzagate 2.0 shit. Like, man, yo, where them kids at in the school? What's going on with?
Yeah, that might have been a test, like a pilot program.
It could be on that level, but on the flip side too,
it might have been a pilot program to test out. Let's see how far we can take this. See if anybody actually complained. If nobody complains, they will take it like statewide. Like they would. Implement that project throughout the whole state, and then if it's still cool, they go nationwide and make this shit.
Spread it. This is ground zero
and
for
this is
the
how
project.
they start to groom kids and how they can get kids to be more open,
like pizza, wink, wink,
to give like permission later. If they wanted to give up that Italian sausage.
This is the prototype. The prototype.
Yeah.
So like I said, it could easily be swung in that direction of Pizzagate 2.0 easily. This is some shit that I wouldn't be surprised if this shit rose back up from the dead because of this.
But we always used to complain about how the education system is it's been plateaued for a long time, and nobody's doing nothing brand new and exciting.
Yeah.
Until one teacher shows up, be like, "Hey, pizza, sex education."
So this could be maybe they tried maybe they tried too much.
Yeah.
To engage
with
kids.
I give them like a little credit for trying something new.
It just went horribly wrong.
Using something to figure out if a kid likes oral sex or if a kid likes to use the back door, that's kind of...
Really back in a little bit.
That's too personal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
we don't need to know Chris likes the back door.
No.
Like, hey, now everybody in class know Chris likes the back door.
Would you like to get head? Oh, man, I can't wait for 9th grade. Like,
your nickname is like...
There'll be some kids waiting for that shit.
Italian sausage.
Like, damn, yo, the girl Brittany... Remember that shit we did in 8th grade with that little paperwork? Man, it's 10th grade now. We got all the intel. We got everything on her. You know, I'm gonna ask her out now.
She got everything on her pizza.
I remember back when I was like in 3rd grade, right? Story time. Cause I see what they was trying to do, but it overstepped a shit ton of boundaries. Back when I was in 3rd grade, right? I had a teacher. I think her name was like Miss Wellburn.
Wellburn.
Yeah, like Wellburn. Like WELBURN.
So her whole family don't know how to cook.
I guess, I don't know. She had like a little Charlie Rose afro and everything. I'll never forget her. She was a cool lady, but I said Charlie Rose. Got that Bob Ross, little afro. Little afro. But we had to do a class assignment one day, and she was like, it was like a normal school day, but it was during Black History Month. I should have caught this shit. But she's like, hey guys, come to the classroom, everybody have your seats. So we're learning Black History Month, and we're gonna learn about segregation. I was like, all right. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Everybody with brown eyes, you sit on the side of the classroom. Everybody with any other different eye color than brown, sit on the other side. And then she's like, okay, cool. And we was all like, okay.
Now, how do you feel?
Then there was some people with brown eyes who had friends that had blue eyes. It was like, oh man, they gotta move over there now. He said, all right, no. This side of the classroom, everybody with brown eyes, y'all can talk, y'all can do what y'all want in the classroom. Everybody with blue eyes or anything else other than brown, y'all can't do anything in class at all. Y'all can't speak or nothing. And that's how it started throughout the whole day. So we would go to lunch. She was like, brown kids with brown eyes, only you guys can talk. Different color kids cannot talk. Recess, kids with different color eyes, you have to stay inside. Brown kids can play outside. In fact, I'm going to increase recess to an hour so brown kids can have even more fun. So, but
is this a privilege thing?
But it was like, it just showed like this thing of segregation, like how this country was at one point. Well,
that's bad too.
Yeah,
just to do that example, that's bad too.
But at the end of the class, kids were crying. But I was like, holy shit! I never forgot it. I felt like
it's almost like the teacher saying, "All right, let's see how you guys feel."
But at the same time, I never forgot. There's some people I know to this day who I had that class with, because I keep in contact with so many damn people who still remember when we did that assignment. It was like, holy shit! That was like kind of like thought provoking. But was it too much to put on some kids in 3rd grade? Maybe 3rd grade. Yeah, it was heavy, man. Because that was like some heavy shit we got dropped on us. It was that's
cancel.
I was today,
like, that's how you shut a whole school down.
It was horrible, but I loved it.
That's crazy.
I mean,
if you loved it, then the story is the same.
Well, when I was a kid,
you have to see the other side, you know.
Well, yeah, like when I loved it when I was a kid, because I was like, oh shit, man, like, this is the best class day.
We get to play, but those kids with blue eyes.
Yes, and then
now they can't say it. So now they know how we felt in the past.
Well,
but then if you like it, it's almost like the same thing. Then
I'm saying, like, I'm not saying I liked it like on that level, but when I was a kid, I was like, okay, I enjoyed it. And then when I went home, my parents were like, no, that's not the point of you liking this project because you got better privilege.
Your parents are so smart.
And I had to reel it back. And as I got older, I was like, I really did like that project. Not saying like I liked that I got better advantages.
Yeah, as a kid, I can understand.
Yeah, as a kid, I didn't know any better.
Of course.
As I got older, as an adult, I was like, holy shit, like I liked it more for what it taught me. And I never forgot it. Would it be too much for like most kids at 3rd grade? Hell yeah. That should be like maybe more like 5th grade, maybe 6th something. Yeah. But
so that's something like you can like look back at and be like, oh yeah, I did enjoy that. So I know like that's wrong.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. Oh, it's definitely wrong. But so something like, so I get what, even with this shit right here with the peace stuff.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
Yeah.
It's bonkers, man. Kids were going home. Like kids would go home and she never got fired for that either, which I was surprised as I got older. I was like, she still had a job after that, but no kids complained.
What was her race? Like just
white lady.
A white lady did that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
She trying to break walls down.
It's like it worked, man. It changed my life forever.
Now you white motherfuckers. You guys with the blue eyes,
get in that corner.
Shut the beep.
But it was, man.
See, you can clip that and make me sound crazy.
Yeah, you would still sound nuts.
You can clip that and make me sound crazy.
you will still sound nuts, no matter how you do.
Now hold on.
All right,
that's wild, and that's real.
Yeah. So what's else in that story? But that's pretty much for the story. Just still developing, I guess. I haven't heard anybody getting fired. What they're gonna do? Sounds like they're gonna
throw that whole school away because that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's kind of.
How are you gonna get a kid's preference? They're in middle school, and then they're getting the preference on what type of sexual acts that you would give consent to.
Yeah.
In 8th grade, come on. You don't even ask adults that.
Hell no, man.
How the fuck you gonna ask a kid
even
that?
People you know, you be kind of like, I don't know if I want to ask that person that I've been cool with for this many years if they into.
Dude, imagine asking a kid in middle school, hey man, you like oral? Get the hell out of here, man. What the hell? Like, teach them regular sex education. Like, hey, if you do this, you do that, she can get pregnant.
And that's how it is. That's how it's supposed to be, the most basic shit.
That's it. Like, if you put these two together and this thing happens,
you combine them together.
That's how babies are made. Do you want a baby? They'd be like, hey, I'm too young for this. Okay, well, this is how it happened. So know the risk you're getting into.
If you're going to do it, be ready.
Also, to be aware, there's diseases out there and you can get AIDS.
I remember even when I was in 8th grade, my teacher, I think they gave us like condoms in the classroom. It was weird, but it was like, I don't know if because kids at 8th grade in my school was trying to have sex more or something, but it was like, it was more like,
it's like just in case.
Yeah, it was like, hey, but if you guys are going to do this, because my health teacher, who's like he was the basketball coach for my middle school, forget his name. He had like a box haircut and shit, black dude. Like he took that shit seriously to the point where even he was like, I get it.
Wait.
Like what's that?
Oh, I hit the mic. My bad.
My health teacher was even explaining to where he gets it on some level where kids are going to learn about this eventually. Or they're going to eventually have sex. You can't. This is going to happen. But he's like, look, I'm trying to teach y'all to do this in a responsible way. I'm not going to tell you never to do it because that's naive, but just to learn about the other side, this, that, and the third, and then and it was like a process that we went throughout 8th grade, and by the end of 8th grade, that's when we started learning about like my whole 8th grade of health class was anatomy, the first half of it, and the second half was like, all right, guys, now we talking about sex, and don't nobody laugh about this shit because this is like real stuff. I'm like, all right, cool, man, I'm listening. I'm like, okay, this is
nobody laugh about this, but now about anal sex. And then they just get straight to the point and shit, talking about some nasty stuff.
8th grade, I was like, what? I was like, they carry eggs? What? Are they bird? What is going on here? What are you teaching me?
What are they, reptiles?
Lizard people. Are they lizards? What are women?
How many eggs a month?
I got how much sperm? Like, oh my God.
10 million.
But there's a process to, like, I don't know. This shit was over the top to me.
We went a long time on that.
Yeah, I could see people going off the rails with this as Pizzagate 2.0. Sorry, but that was a small topic, supposedly.
That was supposed to be 15 minutes.
My bad.
But we're going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to talk about, since we're doing like Pizzagate, I'm going to talk about Jeffrey Epstein, the Black Book story, where they found his Black Book. And I know that's an old story, but I'm going to just cover it just a little bit because it is kind of interesting.
Let's go.
So we'll be right back, guys. And we're back. All right, guys. So, okay, the Jeffrey Epstein Black Book. Everybody knows about that Black Book, right, that they found? Mm-hmm. But do you guys know the story about how it was found?
No.
Okay, so the story is it all started in Manhattan, New York. A lady named Denise Ondodiko. She's white, by the way. And it sounds Japanese, though, right?
Yeah, it did.
Like, I pronounced it wrong.
Thank you.
So back then, in the 90s, she was walking down the street, maybe 5th Avenue, and then she saw a Black Book just like on the street, like the sidewalk. She picked it up. She looked at it. She saw all these people's names. She's like, this is an interesting book because it had all the names, all the address, phone numbers. And she was wondering, like, what the hell is this? At that time in the 90s, she didn't know, but she just kept it in her bookshelf. And she never looked at it until like later. She came across the book again. And this is when Epstein was already on the news because his name was in the book, but she didn't know who the hell he was back then. So when his name was in the news, she looked at the book again. She's like, holy shit.
This is motherfucker.
This is the Jeffrey Epstein guy that just got, like went to prison for the pedophile shit. So she was like, oh shit, I have this book. Now I'm going to try to sell it to like the news companies if they want to buy it,
Okay.
So the news companies, they're like, oh no, that's probably fake. They didn't want like nothing to do with the book. So she was like, fuck, like nobody wants to buy this book. So she's like, one day she's like, hey, I need some new brakes on my car. So she put the book on like eBay to auction it off. I don't know how much it sold for, but like the dude that bought it, he knew like he got like a gem. He was like I don't know if he was a book collector, but he looks kind of weird himself.
Like a collector.
Yeah.
Looks like he collects things.
Yeah, so he ended up buying the book, and then when he got it, he looked at it, he was like, holy shit, like he was like, he said if this was fake, it's like really a well-made like Black Book. Like there's too much information in there to where like who would fake
they put that effort into something fake.
Yeah, because it was like this shit seemed kind of legit.
A lot of details in this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he sent the book out to forensics and shit. And I was like, okay, how can you know if this is real or fake? So the only way you can know is you can start calling the numbers, verifying the address.
Real people, yeah.
So they were verifying the address of like famous people, like Donald was in there, Donald Trump was in there, Clinton, all these big political name people. But then they started like looking up the names of people like that's not big in politics, but they do still got a big name.
Yeah.
And then they did verify all their address, like back like in the 90s.
Yeah, 'cause you can back to it,
and all that shit added up. Even like the phone number that Trump had back then in the 90s,
matched up.
That matched up with the phone number he had when he was there. And then they're like, if somebody faked this, it was too like the information is all accurate.
Yeah, for real.
It'll be too difficult to fake something like this. So that's when they labeled like this black book as like the real deal. Like it was like Epstein's official black book for all the people that committed those crimes and stuff. And then he had them all in check.
Yeah, it's like at one point, like when you see this stuff and you start to verify, like, oh man, okay, this number. After seeing the first number, whoever the number they checked up first, and if it showed it was legit, I would be like, everything else is real then. You don't. Fake would have been in the.
Yeah, because they were just calling all the numbers. They're like, hey, is this so-and-so? She's like, yes. It's like, yeah, we're doing a story on the Epstein case. Like, are you okay if we record, like, everything else in this conversation? She was like, no, click.
I went no problems.
Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. Click. She's like, no, I don't fucking... And then I bet you that lady that was on the phone, she's like, holy shit, they fucking found the book with my name in it.
Oh, my God.
They're going to investigate me, you know? Shit just hit the fan. I'm not ready. Damn. Yeah, that's scary for them.
So what happened with the black book then? Or
I don't know if they sent it back to the dude, but immediately when I saw him packaging up the dude sending to forensics, I was like, dude, they're gonna tamper that shit. They're gonna.
Oh man, yeah.
You should have never sent that book in. Like, what are you looking for? Fingerprints? Get out of here.
Like, what book?
You're right. Anybody can make up a black book, right? But how can you verify it to be authentic? What, are you gonna check the handwriting and shit?
They can though.
Yeah, but
how much? Because I thought about that earlier, but it crossed my mind for a split second. I was like, how much would that cost to hire somebody? Because this is like independent work. Mm-hmm. Like there's like no company. There's nobody backing this shit up. How much would it cost to hire somebody to understand the handwriting of Epstein?
I think it was all typed though. It looked like it was all typed.
It was all typed up. Okay,
yeah.
Well, then they really ain't gonna know. Then okay, that's different.
Yeah,
I think it was all like. I was thinking like cursive in the journal in the black book or something.
They just had all the information, all these big guys in there.
Receipts.
Yeah, the dates when they, did their deeds out on there in Epstein Island.
Did they ever destroy that place? Did we talk about it before? Didn't they?
No, they're renovating it right now.
Oh, I thought they bulldozed the house over or some shit.
They're renovating it.
To who? Oh no, wait. Who renovated it for who? Like,
what's his name? Bill Gates. I'm just playing. I don't want to spread nothing. I don't know what they're doing on the island. I don't keep up with that. I never dare type anything with those guys, man.
I don't.
Like if I do hear it, I hear from a podcast.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll let somebody else do the legwork, and then we will relay it later.
Tell me the story. Like I will not look that up, dude.
I'm not getting on Google, and then this shit has me on lock.
I ain't trying to get like fucking blacklist, man.
That's why the first topic with the school stuff, I was like, I found it first. Somebody talked about it, and then I'm bringing it up.
But it's crazy. It's almost like we can't escape it because even if we're talking about it now,
yeah,
everything is being recorded on our phones and everything. Yeah. So like we can't escape.
Are we done?
Algorithm's like, hey, you don't even have to type it.
You said it.
You don't have to type it, big boy. We got you.
Actually, you didn't got to say it. We knew you. We caught you thinking about it. So we got
and we're listening to you saying like you think about it. Like
we got you on every level.
Saying that we heard you saying like we heard you. You know?
We heard you thinking it too.
We got you. We know you're fully aware. All right, moving on. All right, I got a topic from Pakistan.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you know some real world news. Okay.
I hope this shit is in my notes. I could have sworn it's in here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I do have it. Okay. No, I don't. Hold on. Let me keep this going. Where is it? Whatever the news and where's the other one? Okay, I found it.
Okay, cool.
All right. So a faith healer wanted in Pakistan for hammering a 2-inch nail into a pregnant lady's head.
I thought you was about to say a baby. Oh God.
Here's
that scared me for
the sad part about the story, right? Pakistan. I don't know how it is like with relationships and shit, but I don't know if it's like this everywhere. But if a dude has like 3 daughters, right? And he doesn't have like a boy child, they freak out, like because they want to have a boy child to carry on the legacy.
Yeah.
And people, I don't know what the deal is with dudes. Like they would want to have like a male child as opposed to a female child.
I've seen that shit over in I learned that shit when I was over in the Middle East, where it could be the husband, the wife, and say if he's got all girls, right? And then he has like another kid. The youngest would be like a boy. That boy would have more running of the household than even the mom. So they'd be like the dad be second, the boy be second. No, the dad be first, and the boy be second, and all the other women be out there doing.
Yeah. So I guess it's more strict, like in a place like that. So like in this case, right? A couple out in Pakistan had 3 kids. All 3 of them was females.
Okay.
So the husband, and she was pregnant again for the 4th child. The husband said, if you have a female again for the 4th child, he says, I'm going to leave you. So, the female, she got scared.
How you control that shit?
She's like, I don't want him to leave me. He big daddy, I don't want him to leave me. So
how you gonna take care of these kids?
She had to take desperate measures to guarantee that she's gonna have a boy child. So what she do, she heard stories from like all the local people talking about, hey, this one faith healer, he can guarantee you the gender of your child if you go see him, right?
Yeah.
So she got so desperate, she went to the faith healer, and he was like, yes, I can guarantee you, I can change the gender of your child, but I have to put a 2-inch nail in your head. And she was like desperate because she didn't want the husband to leave because, the husband, I don't know, he's like a famous soccer player. I'm just making it up. But I made that up. But she didn't want him to leave because, he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
I guess.
He's a moneymaker.
But
breadwinner.
He can't be that cool if he gives her like that type of.
I mean, like breadwinner though, man.
But still, like you can't. Come on.
No. I'm saying you can't leave though because just
like how can you curve your sperm or something? Make it a female. Make it a male sperm. That's already you're like already a bad dude already.
Yeah.
You can't predict that. Come on.
I heard I remember hearing rumors growing up, and even as an adult, where certain positions will help you get a boy or girl. But I don't even think that's even legit. That just might be something.
No, that's not legit.
I don't think so. But I just remember. I'm just trying to think of some way where some people do really believe that shit of. If you do it on top and you're on top of them, then
it don't matter what you do.
It don't matter. You just
that shit is all in. They decide. When I say spirit people.
I was gonna say simulation.
No.
Okay, somebody on that.
Somebody's in charge.
Somebody's running this shit.
Somebody hit play. Right? Yeah. You're not. We do have control, but we don't have control.
Yeah,
like that's something you can't control.
No, hell
like if they wanted to have 7 females, guess what? You're gonna have 7
females.
You're gonna have 7 girls. So she got scared, so she went to the faith healer. He was like, hey, I'll hook you up. I'll put a 2-inch nail in your head, and you have a baby boy. So he puts the 2-inch nail in her head, right? And she's like, oh, shit, my head. It hurts.
So he hammered it down and like all the way in?
Hammered it. She was still alive.
Oh.
But then like she felt later in the day, like she felt something was wrong.
I bet.
So she went to the hospital, and then they took care of her, and then she told them what happened. It's like, what the fuck? The people in the hospital was like, who's doing this? A faith healer at a church? That's when they got, the officers, the cops involved.
Get his ass.
That's when they're like, okay, we got to find this faith healer because he might be nailing all these other females in the head.
Had to be.
Just because they want to have a baby boy. So now this faith healer this was actually a story like 2 weeks ago. And he's on the run right now, and they're looking for him. They can't find him. They're using like drone technology. This dude is like fucking off the grid.
The hell? So he definitely he hot in some way.
He magic right now. He full magic. He's gone.
He got out the simulation quick.
I say, hold on, a faith healer. Like you've been doing this for how long? But now they want to catch you and put you in prison for these activities. How did he come up with that type of procedure? He thinks he can do. What is a nail gonna do? Come on, that's pain. That sounds like some fucking personal shit that he likes and shit.
He's cool. He is a man that is taking advantage of people's like faith and religion or something on some kind of type of level. He probably get paid good money to do that shit. He probably been out there cooking for years, hammering nails in the females' heads.
Mm-hmm.
And but then I'm also like this too. If these women like somehow if they was able to have a baby after having a nail hammered into their head, what happened to them after they still gave birth to a girl and it wasn't a boy? Like,
but imagine,
do I want my refund back? I want my refund back if I paid you, shaman man.
But imagine like the reason why he got all that popularity was because they did end up having male children.
Oh, so because
and then that gave him that 5-star on Yelp review, right? Because
so is he right?
But what are the odds, right? But let's say like
it's a flip of a coin though, so maybe just always got heads.
Yeah, I'm not saying like it's real, but let's say like she was already meant to have a boy, but she guaranteed it with him.
Yeah,
and then it happened, and he was like, "I told you," but he don't fucking know. Come on. Yeah. He was doing the flip of the coin.
And say if it did fail, because that's just maybe his successes. Even if he failed, like, well, you didn't have enough faith, you didn't believe enough. Because I would assume that he'd be like, "Ah, look, it ain't my fault. Like, I just did what I did. You didn't want to have a boy." Like, that's insane. What year is this? This happened? You said recently?
Yeah, like last week, 2 weeks ago. But the sad part of the story is like her going to that extent.
Yeah.
For the husband approval, so he won't leave.
Kind of makes you question society over there. Like,
like,
doing over there?
Come on, ladies. Like, come on.
If he can't be happy with you having, I get it. Some men are like, yeah, I want a boy, and they get a girl, and they're like, all right, yeah, I got a girl, and then they learn to love their daughter. But to this extent, when you're trying to control even the existence of another being coming to this earth, do you really want to be with him, Queen? That's all I say. Do you really want to be with him?
That's why in America it's so different from like other countries and shit.
Yeah.
When you want to do this fucking up, like, hey,
just leave.
Kick him to the curb, man. No scrubs.
Move on. Leave him. Move on. Yeah, some parts of the world is like if you even get caught cheating on your man or
it's different over there. It's more like
you get acid thrown in your face.
The whole country's in on it, and they would back you up. Here is different.
Yeah.
It still happens.
You at least have the law over here, because
you got help.
Because some countries, I think India is really bad. Oh my god! Did you hear about the story in India last week? It was a girl.
It's a girl, right?
Did we talk about this? No,
go ahead. Tell the story.
All right, so there was a girl who you guys have to look this up. I can't be 100% accurate about it because it's coming off my brain. This happened in India, which I thought India was better than this shit. But over in India, there was a girl who was like I think she was like a prostitute or something. She's like 21, or something, some kind of sex worker. A 15-year-old boy comes up to her, is like, "Hey, I'm in love with you. I want you to marry me." And she's like, "No." And I saw the video. It's horrifying. I saw this shit on Reddit.
A real video.
Oh. So because she said no to a 15-year-old boy, and I think he came from like money or some shit too. So he came from like a rich family. Because this lowly woman was turned him down, his offer for love, everybody in town just like went to where she was at working one day and beat the shit out of her.
Wow.
They dragged out, they shaved her head, they put like they put like something black on her or whatever, but it was the whole family of his family, and then the town, she was walking down the street crying, and they're like, "Oh, you stupid whore, you slut," da, 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 da. Because you turned on this 50-year-old who wanted to smash, who was clearly underage, and he was rich, and went back probably to mommy and daddy, and now you getting humiliated in 2022. This is like last week I saw it on Reddit. It was horrifying, and
because he felt like he was entitled to like any female because of his status,
and at the same time,
his family status.
And at the same time, I was like, you know what? He's acting this way because the culture over there allows him to be like this shit. Ain't nobody gonna stop him from acting like this.
See, that's why.
And it's sad when I saw that. That shit was so heartbreaking.
That's why, like, when I hear people complain about like living in America, I was like, man, imagine what the other countries are doing, and they're getting away with that because they allowed it.
For sure, it's definitely worse in some places, but I do think it doesn't undercut the issues in America, though. So, I mean, if there's a problem that may not be...
Of course, we have issues, too. Yeah. But,
sure. But it's
almost like, I'm not trying to say which one is worse or better, but I bet you anything, it's better here.
It's scary. And I've traveled the world.
Anything is better here.
It is scary on some places. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, this is not even a functioning government in this country I'm in right now.
Over there is like no bluff. It's no bluffing over there, man.
There's even I've even seen stories where like in Africa where because they ain't just like this in the Middle East, it's like even in Africa too, where if they think you're a witch, the whole neighborhood will come kill you.
Yeah, imagine that.
Imagine we get dragged out the house right now.
Imagine that, dude.
When we hijack, we get dragged out the house. It's like
that's why I'm saying like
it is worse. That's
why I'm saying like we can't really complain out here.
No,
we have it good.
It could be better, and I don't want to undercut anybody's validation from complaining over here in America, but it is worse though. I'm not saying it is like I just don't want to undercut issues over here too, because It's got some problems.
There's issues, but it's
but over there it's like kind of like medieval Dark Ages. Like, oh, y'all still
over there is real.
It's
like you get cut.
Yeah, this
you will get cut.
We're kind of
nobody ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah, and everybody gonna keep just like go about their day.
Yeah.
At least there's a law and a justice system out here. On some as imperfect as it is, it's better what I've seen.
Yeah, there's no country perfect, but I'm saying here,
I was comfortable.
You're good. You're good here.
We have internet over here.
Yeah, that's why we're taking a lot of stuff for granted. And then if you're still complaining, I was like, hey, it can be worse. This shit can be swept under your feet. Like they're like, hey, psych. Take the rug under your feet.
So you think shit's bad now?
Like,
whoops.
You think this shit is bad? Like, fuck, I'll show you bad.
And honestly, too.
That's why, like, I always look at it like that. I'm like, man, we have it so good here. That's why I wake up happy. I'm like, hey, we're here. We can do whatever we want. You literally got freedom to do whatever here. Almost everything except for hurting people.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm glad we got. I'm glad we got something to stop that.
We do have.
At least I would have killed like 100 people if there wasn't the law.
Yeah. There ain't nobody say, hey, I'm gonna hold you back. I'm not gonna make you take that job. I'm gonna hold you back from making an investment. Nope. Ain't nobody holding nobody back.
No, if you got the money.
That's why I'm saying, like, dude, you.
I think a lot of times too in America it's like a pay to play. Like if you can afford it, then you got it. If you ain't got it, then fuck it, just riding the pine, I guess. I don't know.
No, you can make the money and then start playing with the big boys. Like, but you still have that freedom to do it. That's the thing. It's all on you.
Well, I always just is like, in order for you to make money, you gotta have the money to make it. Yeah. But if you ain't got the money, then how you gonna make it? Like, I see it I see what you're saying, but I'm also seeing from another thing. It's like you still gotta have money to get somewhere, get something moving. All
I'm saying is nobody's gonna stop you. You can do whatever.
Yeah, if you really believe.
Other countries they'll stop you. They'd be like, I wish you would try to make that one business move. You get stopped.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, that
here is like no one's gonna stop you. They'd be like,
I want to get too deep into it.
Actually, like do your best, and then if you fuck up, hey, that's on you.
See, I disagree with that. Wholeheartedly. I see what is going on.
I want to hear it.
This is a whole system behind it. I don't even want to get into it because it's gonna derail the podcast, and I still got news. I do think there is shit placed in the positions to hold people down. And not just black folks. It's a whole lot of things.
Oh, you're trying to get in that side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to reel it back a little bit because I don't want to go too far into it. I just watched a documentary last night about highways being built in America and where they built them over. And I'm like, oh my God. It's horrifying. Don't watch the shit I watch sometimes. But
I'm just saying, like, it is better here than it is in
other countries. You own some real shit, though. It's like, it's fucking
really
horrifying.
Disagree with that.
Yeah. So I agree with you on that level.
Like, I'm like, come on. Like, come on, guys.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying
to
get
there's like other stuff, but that's like other. No one's like I'm saying. You're not being physically like a knife on you. Like over there, they'll cut you.
Get dragged at the house.
Over there, they'll cut you, drag you out. Like this is all physical shit. Yeah. So I'm saying like I said, there's no country that's perfect, But like I'm saying, we cannot complain that much. The more we complain, it's like if you're not doing nothing, you can't complain. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. Yeah, like we have nothing to complain about, man.
Shellshock says, holding my tongue.
Like me, at least. Like,
y'all will have to do a whole episode on that. Yeah, it's. I know. I'll be reading too much stuff. I need to stop sometimes. It kind of bothers me. Shellshock says, there's no. I'm like Gestapo's secret police here.
What is that?
That's like Nazi police, but he's saying it in a different way. Well, I know. I see what Shellshock's trying to say. Like.
Yeah, I'm coming from like the most peaceful side. I'm not trying to start no problems.
What does Bob say? The avocado fiasco? What is that?
I never heard of that.
Bob, explain. No, Shellshock is asking me, did I forget? No, I didn't forget what you're saying. That's Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Greene. What's that bitch name? The chick that's out here in Georgia. Politician. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, we got chat on screen? We got the chat on screen?
I just don't want to get into it about her. It's going to derail everything. All right.
But yeah, 2-inch nail to the head for a baby boy.
Damn.
That's how, like,
Are boys really that cool? I don't think boys are that cool to be taking a nail to the head.
I think it's an ego thing.
Yeah, it is. Like, women can't run the shit over there, so we need a man, something.
I think that's, like, for the whole world. Because I remember watching a show on Murray with a boyfriend. He almost said the same shit. It was like, if that's a female, that's not my kid because I only produce males.
I saw that one. Yeah.
That's when I read the story, I was like, okay, that reminds me of the Murray episode. So I was like, I think this is like a worldwide phenomenon this ego trip. Like you gotta have males, or you're not like a manly man.
Yeah.
Like if you just produce females.
Yeah. I don't know.
They would feel like you know, like they're not a man enough to produce a male.
Mm.
I don't know. That might be something like in the brain that triggers that type of.
I
don't know.
I remember when he said that shit too. I'm not saying I agree with him, but I do remember thinking like with my family is populated almost entirely female. It's only me and I have two guy cousins, and that's it for males in my family. That is we and my dad. We are like the dying breed of men. It's all females. Females dominate my entire family. So I've even thought about where eventually, when I decide to have a kid, what a chance of me having a daughter, because everybody's having daughters. I'm like, it seems high to me, but so I see where he's coming from, but that don't mean nothing in reality. It don't really mean shit, but I see why he would think that, because he probably comes from a family full of females. Like, man, full of men.
Or like just like the idea of like, if you can't produce a male, you're like weak.
Yeah,
that was like, probably stuff in his.
And that's some stupid shit.
Yeah, that's something you grow up with how you ever grew up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the whole life you're thinking, okay, that's like the most masculine thing, like the most alpha shit.
I would like a kid with.
I think it's just how you raise that child.
Yeah, true.
If you raise them like, okay, you got to be the alpha dude. Like guys are the alpha. Guess what? Like he's gonna be the same way when he grows up.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's on the Murray show saying
shit.
If it's a female, that's not my kid. I want a DNA test because I only produce males. But then he only produces females.
And didn't he have? I think he had the kid too. I think that was his kid. I think he might have been wrong.
Who knows? Like talk shows at that time was all scripted.
I watched too much Murray though, so it's probably just mixed up in my brain.
It was scripted, and they were bad actors.
It was good, like Jerry Springer.
Yeah,
it was good.
When I found out it was all fake, I was like, what?
Well, I watched a documentary about it. It was called The Dark Side of the 90s. It was like a Vice, Vice did like a documentary about it.
Was it like half fake?
Yeah, it was like half fake. It was like a lot of times they would like talk to family members who had issues, and they were like, "Hey, you know what? We'll pay you guys to come here." Well, so they pay people money, and they would come in. Some shit was fake though, for real. But some of the real shit was like they paid people to come in, and they would set up in this nice ass hotel, and then after they did their show, there were people who showed up there to Jerry Springer show who couldn't even get a ride to the airport. It was like they just like this after we did our part in the show and they got their entertainment, we couldn't get a ride to the airport. Then they paid for no plane ticket for us. We got like stuck or some shit. So it's like, hey, we got our TV's worth out of you. Just good luck.
Like, you got paid. Figure it out.
Good luck.
Bob says plant inspectors receive a threat at Mexico avocado plant and suspended all shipments to U.S. Oh,
what plant
inspectors? The avocado plant.
From who they get it from?
From Mexico. They're like, no more avocados. Guess what? The avocado prices at Chipotle is gonna skyrocket. Like, do you want avocado for an extra $15? No,
man.
Like, I dare you put that shit on. Then you slap that shit out of their hand. You know, I never get avocado. It doesn't make my burrito taste better.
No, actually, I prefer without it. If I get avocado on something, I'm like, okay, it's on it. But
yeah,
I don't go out of my way. Yeah, I don't go out of my way to get avocado.
It doesn't do nothing for me. Like, it's one of those things, like, I feel like it was one of those bougie items you put on food.
Yeah, oh my God. That's how it was when I was in Colorado, when people would throw fits. I feel like Karens were throwing fits over this shit.
Like, if they put, what's that one shit, that ingredient that's so hard to get?
Like,
they have to have dogs look for it.
Oh, what is that shit? Trussel?
Trussels.
Trussels, yeah.
Like, you want a shaving of trussels?
I still don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
it looks cool, but
I'm curious. I want to see how the taste is. I know it's not good, but I know, like, it's a complex taste. Like, it has dimensions to it.
Is it? I've seen people eat it.
It's like when you bite it, you're in like 3 different parallel realities.
I think the first time I saw truffles on food, I think it was at John Elway's restaurant or some shit in Denver. But I thought it was like pencil shavings.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. I don't know. I was very confused when I first saw it.
I don't know if it's a type of fungi. I'm not sure. I know it's a root, right? Is it
something? I know very little about truffles.
Yeah, I don't think it's a fungi.
It's kind of like outside of my realm of affordability, so I don't really.
Nah, I don't think it's a mushroom. Is it? I don't think so. It's like a root plant.
Truffles. I don't know. I thought it was like. It sounds magical. I don't know. It sounded like it came from like.
Man,
oh, it is a mushroom.
Don't say mushrooms in the chat because I will go on a tangent and
okay.
Sorry, but I do gotta pee though.
Okay.
But you write that note down.
Truffles.
Whatever you're about to say.
Okay, no, I got it right here.
All right, you're back.
All right.
Hola, we're back. All right, Chris.
All right.
It's your turn.
Take a swig of some apple juice right quick.
But yeah, like for the dudes that if you can't produce male babies,
no shame in it, man.
Chill the fuck out.
It's no shame. If you got a healthy kid with 10 fingers, 10 toes, you good. You good.
Yeah, chill out. Don't fucking trip. Like nobody cares, dude.
Nobody
cares if your sperm is if you only carry male sperms.
Just hope that they're a productive citizen in society. That they ain't just trying to feed off of people and shit, and then they're not serial killers. Just hope they grow up to be good people. That's all. That's like the basic shit I want for my kids. Just you ain't gotta be president. Just be
like going back in history. Like
good.
If you go back in history, right? Who caused like the most damage to like humanity?
Oh god, I don't want to say that.
Male or females?
Oh, definitely male, sure.
Males, they fucking caused the most damage. You can go back Genghis Khan.
Yeah, because males been running shit since
destroyed forever. Fucking almost. This dude lit the world up.
Changed the
they
world.
They probably made a song about that.
Changed the entire earth.
Yeah. Hitler. Hitler did the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Pol Pot. The dude.
Pol Pot, yeah.
Cambodia.
Yeah.
And this happened in like the 70s.
Joseph Stalin. Like you can go forever.
Yeah, you can go forever. So think about this like next time. Like if you have a male, like you better pray that kid don't grow up to be the next
Hitler.
Yeah.
If your kid likes to paint, it's a red flag. Oh Lord! It's
if he likes to paint, it's a red flag.
Hitler used to be a painter.
Oh,
before he.
That's the traits of a psychopath.
I don't know. That's Hitler's trait. He like to paint.
I heard he liked dogs too. So there's a lot of people that paint and like dogs.
There's a lot of Hitlers out there.
You'd be watching your kid grow up like, damn.
I might have to put him down.
His painting, and he got a dog named Roscoe. Hold on. You as a parent, all you can do is just witness and watch and
this monster grow.
Get a phone call from the school. He killed 21 12-year-olds. Hold on, repeat that.
It's like Mr. Billy Waters. Something happened. Like he's not saying something about like Jewish people. Then oh god, what did he do? I didn't even.
He said he was reborn. I didn't understand that. He was like the rebirth of God.
Yes.
The rebirth of God. I'm here. Like, hold on. You're just a child.
Not according to them.
But yeah, don't freak out if you only make female babies. Look at that. Man. There's nothing wrong with that. Come on, man. Like, look at China. They're suffering from having too many males.
Oh man,
because they killed all the females.
It derailed an entire generation.
If you said that in real life, they'd be like, oh, "No, we didn't kill all females."
That's why
fuck you did. How the hell is that shit so unbalanced?
That's why like a lot of men in China, they starting to get like African brides. Because
there's not enough Asian
women. They offset the whole generation.
Yeah, because they fucking destroyed them all. Crazy ass country.
They went
the fuck,
and now they're trying to course correct again.
So that was a wild ass country. Come at me.
I read the history.
No, don't come at me.
I read the history about that era from the 50s.
They're too strong.
They too strong.
All I gotta say is like, don't let me clock in, man.
Don't clock in.
Don't let me clock in, China.
Shell Shock says, wait, I like to paint and I have 2 German dogs. Oh,
all right, Hitler.
German dog. Oh my god.
And you're Jewish? I mean, not Jewish.
German dogs? Like, you mean as in German shepherds?
I always wanted a German shepherd.
They're smart as shit, though.
Because I always wanted a dog that could be like SWAT style and protect me.
Oh, yeah. Sift bombs.
Yeah. The dog be like, Woof, get your gun. Like, no, you get your gun.
Woof, get your gun.
You get your gun. I'll stay in the back.
Woof, they here.
Protect me.
they here.
Yeah.
Because you can't rely on taking Alexa to wake your ass up, so I guess.
Like, what am I paying you for?
God damn it.
You don't pay me. That did not get attacked.
All right, so I got my second story. Okay, this is actually kind of a funny story. It says, Florida man leaves bar, then steals car, then gets hit by a train, and smashes into a house. All right. This is
Every time I hear Florida man,
this is Florida man.
I think that the internet just made it up.
Every time I hear Florida man, I think GTA. I know it's going to be something insane. It's going to be some CJ from San Andreas shit.
Is this a real story? Or
this
is it
legit.
like,
No, this is
like
legit
one of those things you type Florida man and then they give you like,
this is like a legit
story because you just type Florida man. They give you a random
It's
ass
probably
story.
so much. There's probably so many stories, but this is the big one from
Fucking
Florida.
Google.
It says, 30-year-old man is accused of stealing a car after leaving a West Palm Beach area bar, right, over the weekend and then getting stuck on railroad tracks where he was hit by a train and the car went flying through a house. All right, so the story's like this. His name is Brad Wetzel. He looks crazy as shit too. I didn't realize this picture was here. Clearly he was drunk.
Okay, he looks like a UFC fighter.
You do though, with the big neck.
With the big neck.
Yes, he's out. I noticed it too. Like, what's he do?
Was he a linebacker?
Like, yeah, he do legit look like.
Yeah,
he fights.
He takes some type of drug.
He definitely drinks. That's for sure. But sorry. Story with this guy Bradford, right? He's like leaves a bar or something, and I think he was trying to find his car and couldn't. So then he came across another car that was unlocked. Was like, okay, I'm gonna use this car to find my car.
Wow.
So he stole the car to find his car. Gets in it and drops. Tell you Florida's another planet.
It's like white people shit. No offense, white people.
This is something wrong with humanity shit in this state. There's something off with this place. But so he gets in this car. So he steals a car trying to look for his car. He's driving around. Can't find my car. He somehow gets stuck on the railroad tracks. Train is coming. He's like, oh shit. Car won't fucking move. Come on, you piece of shit.
The universe like
no, you like
slow your fucking roll, dude.
Like, you really thought this was gonna work, asshole? We're gonna make sure that
you're not going nowhere, big dog.
So basically, train's coming, and he's like, oh fuck this. He gets out the car, runs, and then the train smashes into the vehicle. Vehicle is flying through the air, goes through a house, and that's when he's like, I'm gonna call the police and see if they can help me find my car now.
Damn.
And the cops is like, you dumbass, we're locking you up. And
for real.
This is a real story. This is real, folks.
This happened in Florida?
This was in Florida. This is the picture. I wish I sent you the picture earlier. This is what
Florida.
The car looks like a
how did Florida get that wild? I remember as a child Florida was cool. But then I don't know if the internet made Florida crazy or what happened. I know why. I bet the people that lived in Florida are saying like, why the internet making us sound so fucking crazy?
I remember.
I bet you anything. They're so mad.
No, I remember why it went why Florida got crazy. They wound up doing this thing called and I might be wrong, chat, or anybody who's listening. It was this thing like they released in law with Florida, like some kind of Florida law saying like the transparency state or something, which means every single news that's out there is going to be released no matter what in Florida. Some states might have crazy ass crimes and they keep it under wraps. Where Florida's more like, we're going to show you guys everything that happens in Florida, and that's why Florida. I think it's like the transparency law or something. But it's some. Was it?
What Shell Shock says? He says he read that Florida has a looser reporting laws about
criminal records. They release it for everybody now. Well, most states will kind of be like, we can't release all this stuff. So even though it seems like Florida's being crazy, Florida's just showing that this is how it really is. Like, there might be some other states out there, maybe Texas, that might be crazier. Sorry, Shell Shock, than actual Florida.
What is that?
But a lot of states just hide this shit, or they don't release it to the public. Florida's transparency shit.
Wait, so Texas don't show it?
I don't know. Most states don't really get on this shit. I don't know. Shell Shock, I think Texas show this stuff. Most states really don't do what Florida. A lot of states do what Florida does, but don't tell everybody what happens in their state. Florida's like, this is what happens. Some dude. I don't know. That. I think when it got put on the map was when the guy got his face eaten off. I think that was what put Florida on the map. This place kind of weird. Remember that shit with the
Flocka? Was
it Salvia or something? Yeah. Dude went crazy. Ate
Flocka.
Off yes.
Yeah.
That was when the transparency law first started, and that's when it's been crazy since then.
That drug is,
man. Enter at your own risk. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
with that
that's
shit.
Something. It's off. Who the fuck?
You can't even. I don't even know how somebody would even feel good taking that. I'm assuming if you get high or you want to get some type of highness, you want to relax and feel good. Why would you want to? Oh, bath salts. That's what it was. Thank you, Shell Shock and Bob. Bath salts. That's what it was. Shell Shock and Bob.
What the fuck is Flocka or Flocko? Whatever the fuck it was.
There's a name for that too.
I thought that was the one that make you turn into a zombie.
You're right.
I think bath salts too, but it's like a name with the F.
Yeah, Flock. It is Flock. I remember that. I can't remember what it was.
That's the serious one. Because the one I took was Salvia.
Salvia is horrible, man.
Here's my story about this. So me and my cousin, right, we're like, hey, I was like, hey, you heard about this Salvia stuff that makes you tripped out instantly? I was like, no, I never heard of it, but let's go find it.
Let's check it out.
Because it's we're in our 20s and shit. We're like, hey, let's go. And then we went to the sex store because we heard that that's where they sell it. So we went there, asked the lady, I was like, you guys got Salvia? She's like, yeah, which one you want? I was like, oh, slow down.
Chill.
Right? And then I was looking at the ones that she got. She's like, okay, well, we got the 10X, we got the 20X, 30X, and then we get the 120X. I was like, let's get that 120X.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys are lying about the potency. So I got the 120X, right? I bought it like enough for like 2 people. Took it back to the house, right? And this shit, when I open it up,
you smell it?
It looks like gunpowder. It was black, fine powder, like flour, but black. That's what it looked like. So they say you just got to take 1 hit of this shit, right? And then we went to the backyard. We took it in the backyard because we didn't want to do it in the house. I took like the first hit, just one time, like took 1 big hit. The instructions was on there. Can't talk about drugs, but I'm just telling anyway.
Man, do it.
We can't get canceled.
No, we good.
Yeah, even if we do, we go to Rumble.
Yeah,
but okay, here's the story. So like I took like 1 big hit, right?
Yeah.
Of this black gunpowder, and they say hold it in for like 30 seconds. So I inhaled, I held it in. I was counting 1, 2, 3. By the time I got to 10, different world, dude. I was like, holy shit, that's not 30. I was like, and it hit me like that fast, where I was like, holy shit, different world. What I did, I started running in the backyard. I told this like maybe a million times on the podcast, but I kept running in the backyard trying to jump over the fence to the neighbor's yard.
I do not remember this.
And I never made it to the neighbor's yard, but I kept running, right? I was like, I don't remember this backyard being
so
this
you just
big.
like running forever.
Yes, I'm like running forever. I was like, I can't get to the fence, right? I was like, whoa, like this backyard is this big.
Were you really running?
Here's the funny part. When I turned around, I saw my cousin there at the backyard, like where the door where we started. I had never moved.
I was gonna say that was my next question. Like, did you even do it?
Like I had never moved. And then I looked at my cousin. I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
you didn't stop me.
I was like, dude, hurry up and do it. I don't want to do this alone. You know, I got scared. I was like, hurry up. It hit me so fast. I don't know what's going on.
Yo, help me.
So he was doing it. And then next thing you know, I look at him and this dude is like waving his hand, attacking some shit that I can't see.
He in his own world, man.
I was like, what are you doing? He was like, there's cats on fire flying towards me. I was like, holy shit. So he saw a bunch of cats that's on fire.
Fighting them off.
Flying toward, and he's just trying to squat them out, right? I was like, this is so crazy. And then this is when I'm already done the trip, because the crazy thing about salvia, it lasts like for a minute.
Really?
And then that's it.
All that shit?
Yeah, but it seems so long.
It's like a nightmare.
Yeah, it's like a crazy ass trip for like a minute. So fast. I was like, how is this legal? That was the thing like I thought of like when I was done. I was like, this is legal. This is crazy as fuck.
It's kind of dangerous.
Yeah. So then like he went to the house, and then he went straight to like the restroom, and he laid in the bathtub. And then that's when he sobered up. But it was wild. Salvia is strong as fuck. That's when I was like, I don't know about these synthetic shit, man.
No, I've had
synthetic. Dangerous.
I've had synthetic.
Speaking about synthetic drugs, man, dude, I was listening to a podcast. This is like a perfect segue to it.
There you go. I like this.
So like, there's this guy like in Vegas. It's like it's a real story. It's not made up. Like this dude is in Vegas. He was like a club owner in Vegas. A club called like Light. Long time ago, like back in the 90s when, you know, Suge Knight and Bloods and Crips, they had like these beef and shit. Yeah. Like they used to hang out at his club, right? Just to fucking chill. And then he would let them do like whatever he want. Like this was like a time where, you know, all that crazy grunge shit, like the real beef, like with people, like if you got problems with somebody, it's real and you never saw it on the internet, you just saw it on the news. Like it's like real shit. So like this dude was like, he was in that type of environment where he was always, you know, dealing with a lot of like bad people that likes to do like a lot of bad things with drugs, girls, whatever, sex, drugs, and all the magic and shit. He got to the point where he was dealing like with Russians. You know, Russians, they play different.
Oh Lord, that's when you
Russians. He's saying Russians are always trying to test you. Like if you get into like some type of elite level, like if you're like elite club promoter in Vegas, they would still test you and shit. Like they don't care who the fuck you are. They try to test your like who the fuck you are. Yeah. So they tested this dude. I saw this dude. Like he looks like a gangster. Like if you would look up a gangster, this is what he looked like. This club owner, a lot of dark energy on him. You know, like he don't give a fuck who you are. Like he don't care if you're like a crazy Russian that would kill him. Like he would talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Like nothing scares him. It's like one of those guys where nothing scares him. Like he don't care if you get locked up or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So like this guy, like one day, like the Russians came over. They drugged him, right? They drugged the dude. They brought him over. They put him in a car, took him to like a hotel room. When he got to the hotel, he saw like the Russian boss like in the hotel, looking at him like sober up and shit. Then he was like, "I know who you are, and I want to give you something." So he gave him a drug, right? Put the drug in his mouth. The dude took the drug. The club owner guy took the drug, and he said he was like on a rocket ship, like where he had to hold onto a seat because he felt he was going like
I'm leaving Earth.
Like he was going like 1,000 miles an hour, right? He was traveling through space. He was like, "Oh shit! Like what the fuck is this?" Right? So he got to like the end of it, and then that's when he saw like the Russian boss.
Yeah.
Like, but this is in a different reality now. But he's seeing the boss. He's like, "Holy shit! Like, is this real?" Because he's seeing like everything real time now. And then the boss is like, "Yeah, I know who you are. Let me show you something. Like, here's the club that I want to build, like in Russia. Like, he knows like you're like a club promoter, Las Vegas. Like, let me show you like my ideas, like how I want to build this club." And he shows him like he pulls it up like with his hand, like almost like some Minority
Tony
Report.
Stark.
Yeah, like Tony Stark shit. It's like shoop, shoop, shoop. And then he pulls out the layout of the design of the club and everything, and he's looking at it like he's like, "What the fuck? Are we having like a real meeting, like in real life?" Because he's saying everything felt so real. Like they had conversations, deep conversations about family and everything. And that Russian dude told him everything. It's like, "Yeah, like this is how we do work out here now, you know." And then the dude he saw everything, and then when he got out of his trip, right, he was like, "Holy shit! Was that real? Was that all real, or was it all like my imagination?" So then he meets up the Russian guy in real life, talks to him, and the Russian guy explains to him the whole conversation that they had.
In whatever the hell he went to.
Yeah, whatever world he went to.
Yeah.
When he talked to him in real life, he just repeated the whole conversation they had. And then he was like, "Holy shit!" He was like, "That was real." It's like, "That's real." And he was saying like, "This is how we do business now." And you know what the crazy part, right? He asked the Russians. Nobody knows about this. I caught this accidentally on a podcast, but nobody knows about this, like where they got that drug from. You know where they got it from?
What, Afghanistan or something?
No. Chinese triads.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so like we're talking about like here, like this is like, I don't know if it's confidential, like some shit that a lot of people don't know about. If you look it up, you're not going to find it. But the Chinese triads, I don't know how they manufacture like some type of drug where you can go in a different dimension, a real dimension. Like if anybody ever took shrooms and you went to a different dimension, you can understand it.
Yeah, on that level.
Because when I heard about it, I was like, holy shit. Because I know about like
the crossover,
the different veils and different dimensions. I was like, oh shit, it's real. It's a real thing. Because when I heard that, I was like, holy shit. I was thinking about like one of my friends that had a trip, right? A natural trip. He was just dreaming. He never took no psychedelics. This was before everything.
So this is like real dreaming.
Like this is a real dream. Like this is a dream before everything. So his dream was, he said he was in a club, right? In a Chinese club or Asian club, whatever it was, and he was with a group of people, and they were doing all this crazy shit. Then he was like, "Oh yeah, I can do you better," right? So what he did was to show off to the people in the club, Asian club. They all looked at him like, "What are you gonna do?" He grabbed a cigar. This is real shit. He grabbed a cigar. He put it on his chest, burned his chest, right? Just to show that, okay, he's cool enough to hang out. He wakes up. In real life, he wakes up. There's a scar on his chest, a circle chest.
Oh, you did tell me the story before.
I told you the story. Yeah. I told everybody the story.
Yeah, I remember this.
So that's when I heard the story of the Russian guy, I was like, holy shit.
It reminds you of that shit.
He might have went to the club where those Asian people were, and he wasn't supposed to be there. But he went there without the drug. And then I was like, holy shit. And then the way like that dude was describing like his trip where the Russians drugged him.
Yeah. And
it's so real. He was saying like, this shit's real. Like they're doing this is how they do meetings now. Like they've been doing this for a while. Asians were doing it.
Yeah.
Like, but they say there's a small percentage of people that do like real shit like that in a different reality. Small, like less than 1%.
I believe that. Not everybody could.
Yeah, but
you cross over to that. Or...
But you can, like, the people that can't do it naturally, they have to take that drug. Like, but my friend, he did it naturally.
Like naturally, it's like
without nothing.
The body produces it.
And he told me this story a long time ago, and I believed him because I saw his scar and everything. I was like, what the fuck? But then, like, I saw him like a few months ago. The scar's completely gone.
Damn,
like, this is a burn scar too.
Yeah, it takes a minute. I mean, especially
burn scar is not supposed to go away.
No, they kind of like, I've got shit from like even as a child of where I burnt my hand on the iron. I'm like, damn, it's still there, and I'm 36. My body's still trying to heal this shit.
Well, what's crazy is like when I heard the story about that drug, I tried to look it up because I was so curious.
Oh,
it led me to nothing. Of course, I was like, what the fuck?
FBI's tracking you now, man. They tracking
I was
you.
like, what is this drug that makes you go straight into another dimension? Like, you're traveling so fast. He has the, and then, you know, when he took it again, the dude was like, you got your seatbelt this time? He's like, what seatbelt? He's just blasted off into his face.
Let's go.
But yeah, that's fucking crazy. And then when he said that Chinese triads were behind it, that's when I connected that puzzle. I was like, oh, my friend.
I might know a guy who...
he wasn't supposed to be at that party. Like, that's why you guys were looking at him so weird. Because he said, like, everybody looked at him like, hey, who's this guy here?
Is nobody guarding the door? Who just let him in?
Like, how this guy get here? Because they know which drug that they give to, like, whatever elites, you know? Because this shit is like some shit that's so underground. Like, they know exactly who's supposed to be in the room. So when something is off,
hey man, he didn't take anything to get in.
Like, his Asian, but hold on.
He didn't. What did he take to get here? Like, he just,
like, does he know he's in here? Yeah.
Like, is nobody watching the door? Like, is how he just?
Yeah.
We got questions.
So I thought that was so crazy.
That's trippy shit.
I'm glad I got to tell that here because I didn't know when I can tell that story.
I know there would never have been the right time for that.
Yeah, but bath salts, plugged it in.
There you go. Squeeze it in there. No, hell yeah. No, that's like, I remember that story. So you said like the cigar on the chest. I was like, that's a cigar on the chest. I was like, damn it. I was like, I've heard this before. I
gotta tell him like I heard that story, what they were talking about with the triads and stuff.
Man, yeah, you gotta let him know. I thought you.
I was like, hey, remember that story you had? Like, hey, like that shit might be like legit. You was in the wrong place, man.
Let him know. All right, you got any other stories?
Nope, that's all I got.
I got how long we be doing this for? I got one more story.
Run it.
I got one more story. Okay, so this is another goofy ass story. It's not really goofy. It's a happy ending. No, this is actually a good. Whatever. You'll hear about it. It says intruder armed with the AR-15 apologized and left $200 for homeowners after breaking into their house and eating shrimp and bathing. All right. So story goes is guy breaks into a house, right? Some homeless dude. Something like that. He breaks to the house. People ain't home. He goes in there. He's like, you know what? Well, I'm homeless. It's getting cold outside. I'm on just live it up. So he like winds up like taking a bath, like a bubble bath upstairs. Like, oh, actually, wait.
So a homeless guy breaks into a house?
Yeah. He breaks into the house and then he bathes upstairs. He's like, okay, this feels good. He's like chilling in the bathtub. Goes downstairs. He had like some shrimp and I think like a steak or some shit. Drink a beer in the house. Like nobody's home. Did all this other stuff, and then when he was leaving, he was like, "Oh man, I broke the glass to get in," and
he wanted to repair it.
He like left like $200 or some shit. So then the cops then after that was like out looking for him, and I think they found him like trying to rob somebody at like a fast food joint. We had like AR-15.
The homeless guy.
Yeah. This is like a couple days later. Is he
real homeless or is he like a retired vet?
I'm pretty sure he's like a homeless guy from what I remember about the story. That like says the polite intruder gave $200 to the owners of a new, because this happened in New Mexico.
This is recent?
This is like last week I think it was.
Okay.
The polite intruder gave $200 to the owners of a New Mexico home as reimbursement for the window he broke when forcing his way in. According to Santa Fe Police Department, says later the man's identified as a 34-year-old Terrell Christensen, which is spelled hella weird, slept drank beer, ate shrimp, and he bathed inside the Santa Fe house. When the homeowners returned, the property, like later on in the afternoon, the media outlet, they found Christian in their house with a duffel bag, an AR-15 scope. He basically got the hell up out of there, left money for him, and then they found him later on down the road, like a couple days later, because I think the cops couldn't find him. And then when they found him, like, he had just robbed somebody recently with an AR-15. At first, I was like, yo, man, release the homie, man. I was like, yo, he gave money because he broke the glass window to break in. Da-da-da. As the story went on, I'm like, oh, yeah, they might need to lock him up, though, because they caught him robbing somebody with AR-15 right after that.
He's probably like the perfect balance between good and evil.
Good and evil, yeah. Chaotic evil, I think. No, not chaotic evil,
he's
chaotic
cool.
good.
He's cool at some times, but then other times it's like fucking. It's just a bit much, you know.
He kind of trips out a little bit.
Like, hold on, like, there's a time for everything.
And that's why I was like with the story. I was like, man, I was like, man, he's a product of the system. I feel bad for him. But the story kept going. I was like, hey, AR-15. He robbed somebody. What? I was like, okay, yeah, he might. Okay.
Yeah. That's a sign of like you don't
it got escalated.
Like, full mental control of your own brain. Like, because you're allowing like other personalities to take the wheel. Mm-hmm. That's how I see it now. Like with people with personality.
Somebody else is taking over, yeah.
Yeah, like when you see like people with bipolar or tripolar or whatever, like like there's a different personality. And it's real. Like everybody has like a different personality within them. It just takes like whatever situation to bring that shit out.
Yeah, and I think like certain extremes are. I ain't gonna say like code switching is one of them things, but there's a way where like there's a darker side to you that people don't realize.
Yeah,
but I think most people
it's deeper than code switch. Code switching is something you control.
Yeah, there's something you can control where.
But the whole personality switch, that's the real shit.
Yes.
Yeah,
and I think everybody has it within them. I think the problem is you have people who can't really. Somebody's driving a bus at some point and they have no control over who's doing it.
That's why you gotta.
Like you were saying,
if you're not mentally strong, you're gonna be so vulnerable.
Straight up.
To like where somebody that's gonna take the bus, and that person that take the bus happens to be I don't know, a Hitler.
Yeah, it was like if you get in your situation with like
killer, somebody can just cut you up so easy.
Say if
without thinking about it.
Say if like you're a person and then you're arguing with your spouse. And you guys are going back and forth in a yelling match, and then your spouse pisses you off. There's a part of your brain telling you like you need to walk away, but there's other part of the brain like get out the seat, motherfucker. We gonna kill her, right. And then you're killing them.
Yeah, things gonna happen like so fast,
like so quick.
You're not thinking about it, and you don't even know like when it's all said and done. You're like, holy shit. Like, do you say to yourself like, who the fuck am I? Right? Because that's when a lot of the stories that you hear with these murderers and stuff like. They don't even know who the fuck they are. Like when they're committing these crimes, they're completely different people. You know,
it's like
that's why it's scary. That's why like
it's horrifying, man.
Still like family, friend, like it's kind of hard to trust people.
At the same time, it makes me look at the complexity of the human brain, even more. Like the brain is more than just thinking. It's like a whole.
Yeah, it's like it's so complex.
It's almost like a whole universe inside of one brain. This is one person's brain.
I see it as like. Different realities within like your brains. Like there's like different layers of your brain, but they all operate in different realities. That's why like I'm saying like if there's like, let's say like like the class clown, right? He's stuck in class clown mode the whole time. Like nobody ever saw him serious, but he was just stuck in like as being a clown the whole time.
They can't control
the funny guy. But then he happens to be like really sad because he can't switch that shit off. And like, hey, hold on. So like if you think about like that, like everybody has like different sides of them. Like you just got to have that main
control over
the main driver that balances all those personalities.
Yes, I be telling people all the time, watch the show Doom Patrol on HBO Max. One of the characters on the show, his name is Crazy Jane. She is a girl. Well, she's a woman who has like 62 different personalities.
Oh.
And each personality represents a different power. Some people like gets angry. Like she has like a personality named Hammerhead, who is extremely violent and super strong. But so she can like when that personality takes over, she's like ripping holes through walls and stuff like that. But it's kind of like that. It touches on like on a lot of stuff in the show where Crazy Jane, who you think is the one driving the bus, she's not even the original personality. She's actually
like a side character, right? Side personality.
Well, like, she was like what's her name? I can't remember the girl's name, but there's a little girl that was abused and she grew up as an adult and then developed all these split personalities. And because she couldn't deal with the trauma, all these split Like all these personalities
pop up. That's how it works. Yeah.
And then eventually, there's this kind of like civil war. I like to say a civil war, but all these personalities in our head are saying like they call it the underground in the show. The underground. It looks like a train station too. Like in order to leave and take over, you have to get on a train, ride the train up to the surface, and that's when you become the main personality. But even the person driving the train is a personality of the little girl. But it's all like everybody's fighting for like supremacy on what they think is best for the girl because they're all trying to protect her. They're not trying to kill her, but some of her personalities are saying like, look, she's been abused like this. Like we need to be more aggressive and kill everybody.
What's the show name?
Doom Patrol. And this is just one character. There's like 4 other characters on the show who got awesome backstories. But my favorite character is Christine.
That sounds like a strong show.
It's strong as shit.
Like psychology.
Yes.
Like make your like. That's something that will make your brain.
It's good. It's good TV. I be telling everybody to watch it.
Go in a maze and shit. Because I believe it is like that too. Yeah. Like what you think like our personality right now is like the strongest personality where we have a hold of it where we can hold off that.
Yeah.
The one that's gonna cut you if you you put the wrong cheese on their bread.
There's days where I'm like, oh my god, I'm even when I'm driving, I'm like, I'm gonna just rear in this car, like
it almost pulls out Rodrigo.
Yes,
Rodrigo, the murderer from Italy.
You want to snap?
Yeah.
But you have to be in control of that shit. Don't be. Prison's real, and I don't want to go there. So, like, it's a good way to.
Yeah. So I think we all got like our strong. Like as far as the people that I know in real life, that's all the real personality. Like the one that's supposed to be driving the bus.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know people that's like switch up like that. That's much like that.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe one person, but I'm not gonna mention. But for the most part, I know like the people that I know, it's a strong personality where that shit is consistent.
Yeah,
like, I don't see it switching up like that.
No, for real.
But yeah, like the people in Atlanta though,
a little different.
Man, I see the same guy, but every time I see him,
it's not the same.
It's a different person.
Homeless?
It's a different, yeah.
I saw when I used to work with homeless people. I saw it a lot. I'm like,
it's something in the air, man.
I was like, you was asshole yesterday, or maybe even last week, and now you're super nice. You want to talk to everybody. You're actually giving out money. I've seen homeless people do some weird shit when I was working downtown at one point, and when I used to work at Ponce Leon Library, and to the point where I was thinking, holy shit, it all depends on where their mood is at. Like if they're in a bad mood, it's like whatever, like because it's like us as humans, we're in bad moods. The people who have like better control over it is like they have bad moods, but you would never know. It's kind of like they hold it back where you like in real depression mode, you're just like, okay, this other side is taking over and I'm going to act out based off of how I'm feeling in life. And I've seen it happen. I'm being homeless. I get it. Like that shit is out.
It's like we get it, but we don't get it.
Yeah. It's like you would have to actually really live it. Like I understand on some level, but damn, I don't even want to understand it on a deeper level because that means I would have to be in their shoes. And that seems... I'm assuming that is very sad. So, but no, these people need help.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by a lot of that negative energy and shit, like at work. But
oh man, yeah, you live and breathe downtown.
The best I can do is just ignore them.
Yeah,
you know, because a lot of them they come off too strong, man. Like a little too strong. I'm like, hold on, man.
See, oh my god, the universe is crazy.
The universe, what?
The universe is crazy.
Universe.
It says I just got like a notification on my laptop saying
on your new laptop.
On the brand new laptop. Not trying to flex or anything.
Chris out here with a new laptop. What's that, gunmetal?
Oh, this is no
stickers?
Yes, no stickers, brand new.
No. So what stickers are you gonna get, man?
I don't know. I wanted to peel them off my old one, but
no,
it won't be the same.
It won't.
Yeah, that's all.
You have to get
the sticker game. This has been stopped for a long time, so I don't know what's gonna happen now.
There's no sticker game.
Yeah, there's.
It's
just people.
It's you. You show you with your stickers. That's how it is. Like, you know, like people, they always trying to show like their personalities like in public.
Oh yeah.
Like they have stickers on the laptop, or they have like the backpack with all these patches and shit.
Because
they're trying to show
shit sewn in.
They're trying to show the public who they are. Like, this is me. Or like they wear like bracelets and shit like this.
I don't remember.
Right? And then they walk around public, right? And then they see a guy like with bracelets, like, oh shit, this guy. He might be deep. I don't know. Yeah. I might want to find out.
Yeah, the one that you got me, I get compliments on that shit all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I'm like, yo, the homie got this. They're like, oh, your boyfriend? I'm like, I know, but I know this is
I guess.
Cool. Like, whatever you want to think. I was like, but this is cool. Thank you for the compliment. No, I just saw the shit pop up says home. Oh my God. It says homeless man slits woman's throat after she let him into her home for a bath.
That's the last bath.
Like this man,
like for her.
This literally just popped up just now. I just saw this shit.
See, look, when you say that story, right, it reminds me of this other video that I saw online where we'll finish after this one. Yeah. But I saw a video where like a guy, right, he saw a homeless man sleeping in the cold. So I was like, man, I'm going to just give him my jacket because he has like a thick jacket. He puts the jacket on the homeless person. Homeless person got up, started fighting the dude. This is an old guy, like Mr. Rogers style. Mm. He got up, started fighting the dude, ended up stealing his wallet and beating the shit out of him. The homeless dude beat the shit out of him and then just took off. And then the dude was like, fuck.
Did old guy make it?
I think he's alive.
That's good. At least he got his life.
Yeah, but when stuff like that happens, it pulls back like the balance of like good and evil. Like because when people see it like on the internet, like, oh, now I don't want to help homeless people now. So that it's almost like this shit was intentional
to push out the story.
Like not like how you guys see like news or whatever, but let's say like if there's an overall big evil, right? To keep the balance in check, like the good and evil in check. So let's say like there's too much good, right? And then they're like, all right, there's too much good. Let's show this guy, this innocent white man, putting his jacket on this homeless guy. Let the homeless guy beat him up. So then it creates that
offset type of
we can't
get everybody. We can't be too comfortable out here.
Yeah, exactly. This is how I see it all the time. I look at it way deeper. I'm like, okay, this is throwing off the balance. Now the people when they watch this, they're gonna get mad
if things are too good,
and then they're gonna say, okay, I'm not gonna help out homeless people because I might get hit just like that guy.
Fuck the homeless people.
Yeah, so that
even though they still need help, on
throws off. Yeah, and then it fucks it up for people that want to help people that need help.
That's real shit.
So that fucked up a lot of people.
That's real
just
shit.
From that one video.
That's real shit you're saying right now.
Yeah.
That is real. I swear that's real shit. Damn it. That's so good.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Because it makes people not even want to help them at this point. But it's like they need help. Like, hey,
that's just one thing.
He tried to help and look what happened. See, they don't even want help. So people
they're scared now. Yeah. When they saw that, like, oi, I guess we can't help them now. Like, but then they're like, hey, what the fuck?
Why y'all telling us to help them? They don't want help.
That shit could have been like planted, you know, like just as
like it was even real.
Yeah, just to you to segue off like the helping people. And then like, I can't help. A homeless guy might attack me. Because the whole perfect angle. And I was like, hey, this is too convenient. It looks perfect. It looks cool. It does look crazy.
That's some deep shit. I didn't think it was that's super deep shit considering that I would think homeless people would probably aggravate you more than most people because you hang out.
But you would never imagine like a homeless attacking for helping them.
Yeah, that's very. I'm
sure they scared a lot of people.
Yeah, they scare me, and But I got homeless people living next to me right now. They squatting in the apartment next door to me. Look, they doing their thing, whatever. But I ain't saying nothing to them. They'll get found out. As long as they ain't trying to hurt nobody.
But yeah, I thought that was crazy. So
yeah, that was good. I like that. That's a good ending to it. You know.
Yeah, my brain's crazy. Like, it's so crazy. Like, there's times where I would drive to work and I would talk to myself and I would answer myself.
You're not crazy. I think you just.
But then I would give myself advice. Or then I'd be like, you crazy. Like, okay, try it.
I used to think I was going crazy doing that stuff too. But then over time, I started realizing like, I'm just very self-aware of what's going on. And then I'm not like, okay, like, I get it. I talk to myself because sometimes I can't talk to people. I can't.
Yeah, that's me, like 100%. Like I can't talk to people like that. Like there get to points where like I talk to myself. No, I'm not trying to sound crazy, but this is just I'm gonna drive it normal.
Everybody does it.
When it's almost like I answered like my own questions.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time.
And then I ask, how do you know that? Right? And
I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, look, man, we've been here the whole time. That's why I was
like, hey man, come on, man. How you gonna ask me how? Right? Then that's when I trip out. And then I was like, if I would tell this story in real life, they would.
I've done it before.
They will say I'm fucking crazy.
I've been like completely 100% sober, and I'll be talking to myself. I'm like, wait, who am I talking to? And they'll be answering like, bro, we've been here since day one. Relax, we got you. I'm like, okay.
My shit's like real people.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, my shit's like, dude, come on.
Are you serious right now?
Like, trying to act like I'm stupid, like I don't know, you know? Yeah, that's like I was like, come on, man. All right, I'm about to be at work now.
My shit is like that. Like, all right, chill out. I gotta be productive now.
Yeah, I like answer like equations and shit, and then I say like, how do you know that? Right? I'll say, how do you know that?
Yes.
And then my other voice like, okay, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
And it confirms it.
Yeah, and I was like
God, what?
I was like, what? Come on. Like, am I this smart? No, I'm not saying like cocky style, but I was like, what? My other side knows about this shit.
I mean, like, either am I this smart, or is there something inside me where I don't
so
realize where I'm?
Yeah, it's so crazy.
I don't give myself enough credit.
Shell Shock says, I talk to myself because I like having conversations with the realest motherfuckers I know.
That's how you do it, man.
That's how you do it, man. Like, I think like the best conversations you can have is when you're driving alone.
Yeah.
Like,
sometimes I'll be thinking and driving. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get through this day. I'm gonna get my coffee, and I'm like kind of planning out my brain, like planning out my day in my brain. And then when I get to work, I'm like, wait, did I run any stoplights? I'm like, what the? I just don't like.
Sometimes I forget I'm even driving.
Dude, I get lost in this shit. I'm like thinking about so much stuff.
Yeah.
And I get to work. I'm like, sometimes I'll go through like a light, and I'm like, wait, was that shit green? I'm like, oh fuck. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I guess we about to find out in a couple of weeks when I get a ticket.
Dude,
it'd be like that, man.
It's scary sometimes because I remember before we cut it out. Yeah. But there's some times where, well, not sometimes. It just only happened one time in my life where I was driving to a location and I forgot where I was going.
Oh, this happened to me before.
So I had to pull over and be like, where were you going in the first place? And then I couldn't figure it out.
Real shit, this happened to me
So
before.
I just went back home and I never knew what I was supposed to do. Yeah. That was the scariest shit that ever happened.
Oh my. Well, we ain't gonna get into this. This is gonna be a longer podcast. I'm gonna say, did someone take over your body? Like, that's not, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, but that's crazy, right?
Hell yeah, because it's happened to me before. I'm driving, I'm like, wait, what the hell am I going again? And then I gotta like stop and think for a second, because it's usually when I do something outside of my normal routine that.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
All right. Before we end this episode, our buddy Shell Shock, he's gonna be doing a podcast episode tomorrow. His first one ever. What is Extended Family Arcade?
Extended Family Arcade, yes sir.
Make sure you guys go follow, because they're gonna be doing their podcast always a day after ours, which is what I know. Like, they can pick whatever schedule, but from what I understand now, they're gonna be doing it on a Wednesday. I forgot what time.
Shell Shock, let us know what time. I don't know if the delay is gonna be too long.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be there on. I'm gonna, what's that word that we do on Twitch where we can share our
hosting.
Hosting, yeah. We're gonna host you guys.
8 Central,
8 o'clock Central.
Texas time, folks. If you live in Texas, 8 Central. So for us, we'll be
an hour
10
back.
o'clock. 10
o'clock. An hour back, 2 hours back.
Maybe 2 hours.
Oh, 2 hours back.
2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, 2 hours back. So 8.
So 10 o'clock at night for me.
6 o'clock.
No,
wait, he starts at 10?
Yeah, because he's in Texas. So.
Well, I got notifications. So,
yeah, there you go.
If you guys just go ahead and follow them.
8 Central. If you're East Coast, it'll be 10 o'clock.
Yeah. I'm going to leave the links. I'm going to grab his link, and then I'm going to leave the link in this episode so you guys can go make sure you guys follow them. And then you guys can watch them too, because Shell Shock's been out here supporting us.
Fuck yeah. We got to do it back.
And we got you. We got you, big dog.
Got to. I'll be there. This shit better be funny. If it's not funny.
Yeah, make me laugh. Or,
no pressure.
Yeah, make me laugh.
No pressure.
I want to hit that lemao.
Lemo.
I want to hit that lemao. All right, we're gonna cut this episode off. We've been out here for a while.
For real, guys. Love you guys.
Peace out. Adios.
See you next week.